Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, I still feel the same issue is at play where those light sources are very bright, especially compared to things that we're supposed to be looking at, like the character and the gun. One thing that occurred to me was if you imagine there's some light source outside, I don't know, maybe that's something on the exterior of the place he's crashed into, or I don't know, but just imagine that there was something outside hitting him and giving him a rim light here, and that would really help pop him out and the gun from the background in all those shots. So let's take a look and just have sort of a play with that. Also, I had mentioned the idea of these being kind of recessed into the ground. So let's look at that idea as well. Um, so just to have kind of a play with this. Just going to create a directional light. Or maybe a spotlight. Kind of around here. Just going to look through selected. And just up the intensity and maybe just hide one of these. Or I have a feeling I'm over the limit. Oh yeah, it's like 16 is the max, I think. So let me just take out one of these. Okay, and see if that's working now. It does not appear to be working. Let's just see how many lights we've got in the scene. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah, so it's definitely more than 16. So let's just turn all objects off and turn on which ones? Lights. Sure is taking its time. Okay, so now I'm getting that. Actually, I'm sort of liking what I'm seeing so far as a concept. Is that the right camera? Probably not. Maybe a bit. Oh boy. Is that the caching? No, it's just. Oh, it is some weird caching thing. Okay. So it's a bit bright here, but. So it's probably too bright, but. Oh gosh. It's like really kind of gumming up there. But, and maybe there's a bit too much of it on that ship, but the idea that it gives them this sort of, what I like is, and this will look nicer in a render, like an Arnold render. That's as good as this gets, which isn't great. Anyways, the idea that gives them this rim light kind of pops them out from the background. It's probably, what is it, this one? Here it is off. Maybe something lower. Maybe I'll try rotating it a bit. It'll be interesting to get it like just mostly on him, where it like gives him this rim light and really pops him out of the background. And then I guess make sure you still have it on here. And then the idea, with these was just turn objects back on. Is that something? Turn these off. Just trying to move these down. Well, yeah, but then the idea is to put like holes in the floor where each of them are, and then have them kind of be recessed like that, Just kind of quick and just conceptually, I don't know if this is. That's maybe you don't want it to be square like that, because then somebody will fall in or something, but the idea that there's like little holes for each of these, maybe you cut out a circle instead, like just Boolean or something, and have like a little rim around the edge. But the idea is that they're recessed into the floor, so they're still generating light and you can still see them in the shot, but I see you have one broken. I like that. Maybe more. But yeah, something that gets more light. Another light source that's making this look bright. I think you just basically, you still have the fundamental. That one I did isn't even on camera, so we can't even see the example in any of your shots. But I still think you have that same fundamental problem, which is that they're by far the brightest thing in the scene, and they're really distracting. And frankly, as much as you like those, I would just say, I would kind of say just lose those lights. If you want a simple solution, just light your scene differently. Come up with a different concept for where the light's coming from. I like the idea of it coming through that busted hole in the wall, but it could come from other sources as well. I just think that, again, my eyes are just drawn toward these really bright orbs and not the character and the gun. So, but anyway, generally looking really good.